When most people ask me about my current symptoms, I often just refer to my foot, since that symptom is very visual and it's very easy to explain. And as you can see, I've lost a lot of muscle strength in my foot, and I've also lost some muscle endurance, meaning that I can walk like 100 meters without a problem, and then on my foot will gradually get more and more clumsy, which is quite annoying. But therefore I have this. This is a Navigate, and it helps me a lot. I can walk with this, I can run with this, I can jump with this, and since it's got these elastic bands, it doesn't feel like my foot is fixed. It doesn't feel like I'm walking with a boot. It feels quite natural, actually, and I enjoy that very, very much. And will my foot be like this forever? I don't know. I really don't. I will keep doing my rehab and I will just hope for the best, but I guess the time will have to tell. I also have a symptom called spasticity, and it's hard to pronounce. Try it. And spasticity may look different from person to person, but basically it's a pathological reflex that is linked with neurological damage. And it's a reflex that is triggered with velocity, meaning that I can do this movement slow, but if I do the same movement with some velocity, this will happen. And you know, this is something I experience every day, but it doesn't really bother me. The only time I find it annoying is when I'm standing up on my bicycle and I'm pedaling, and if my leg starts to shake, then I need to stop my bike. I still have a small strength deficit in my right side, but during a regular day I don't feel it at all, unless I'm at the gym working out. Because when I'm working out, the load is heavier and I feel less stable, I feel less powerful in my right side. But this keeps getting better as well. So I've mentioned this in my first video, that ever since I got MS I've developed this warmth intolerance, meaning that all my symptoms temporarily gets worse when I'm exposed to heat or exposed to warmth. And you know, my body doesn't know if I'm having a fever or if I'm doing cardio or if I'm in the sauna, but all of those three will temporarily increase my symptoms. The only symptom that I have that actually makes me feel sick is the mental fatigue. And fatigue is a pathological tiredness that you can receive after a brain injury. And the best way I can describe how it feels, it's like being hungover. It feels like I have this mental fog and just a lack of energy. People around me, they don't know how much I'm resting during the day. But I try to sleep 10 hours every night, and I also rest every day 30 minutes after work. And I know it sounds like I'm just sleeping my day away, but the thing is I need this amount of rest in order to enjoy the hours that I'm awake. So I don't see it as a punishment, I don't see it as a sacrifice. I see it as a way for me to function. The last year have been just me trying to figuring out what works for me and how I can, you know, distribute my energy during the day so I can push that limit forward of what I can do during a day. And yeah, I see a linear progress here as well.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep going.
Now, if you excuse me, I have to put on some pants.